while back I did show a video, and at the end of that video I showed you the clamp to clamp a geode, so you'll be able to cut it. A lot of people ask me if they can get some and if I'm going to make some, and I did. I made some. I made about 12 of them right now, and it's basically consists of, this is the base. Now the base is welded. Two pieces are welded with threaded hole, 4 holes in the front and 2 for the or tie rods to hold the top portion of the clamp. The top one is, it swivels, as you could see, but the bottom one is stationary, so it is welded, so it doesn't move. It has the 2 threaded rods. They have a lock nut down at the bottom and a height nut, which height adjustment for the top portion, and the threaded rod, they will fit as such. The one, it will fit in the front, and once you put it in, make sure it doesn't protrude from the bottom, and then the lock nut will tighten it in place. You do the same in the back. You put the other one in the back and you tighten the lock nut. This is the adjustment for the height on the second one. This is the second one where it's a clearance holes and it will go move up and down here. Now, as I said, this one's movable. What locks it in position, it's 2 wing nuts that they will go in and they will lock it in position. Once you put the geode, so you can lock it with the wing nuts. The way it works is you have 4 bolts, which is flat head bolt, so you can grab or lock them on a geode. You have 4 position, so you need 2. You put them in, and 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. And that is basically the assembly of the clamp. Now, what's good about this clamp is the geode, it's a rounded geode, and you could get any size, and I'm going to show you different sizes here. So this one here, as I said, you get the assembly. You have a small geode, so all you have to do is you lock it or you set it on these 2 screws. The 2 on the top, they will lock. Once it's set at the bottom, it's going to take 2 points and it's going to sit on them, and the top could swivel. That doesn't matter the shape of your geode, but it will swivel and lock on them, as you could see here. Once you lock it in position, you just tighten your lock nut, and it's very tight. It's not going to move. Now, one thing you got to make sure is when you cut your geode, you don't cut the screws. So you got to be you got to adjust the screw in a position where when the saw blade comes right through it, you don't damage your screws. Not only you're going to damage them, but you're going to lose the whole thing. So make sure it's inside your cut. So this is for a small one. Now, if you have one that's, let's say, a little bit bigger, a geode like this. Now, again, this one, it's very simple. You know, you gotta adjust your height to fit. Same thing, you gotta lay it down at the bottom, you lower the top, and the top will actually hold your geode, and then you lock it. And what holds the back also is the height adjustment right here, and this one will stop the top portion from going down or being crooked. So you can adjust this one here depending on the size of your geode. Once you lock them like that, again, it's quite tight. It's not going to move. It's not going to go anywhere. And then you can hold it. How are you going to hold it in the saw? Basically, your vise in the saw, it will clamp these two. I'm going to make this. So it will clamp down here, and it will hold it in position. Adjust your position to the saw, and you go in and you cut it. So this is if at this size. So let's say if we have a bigger one, let's say we have a larger geode than what we have here. So I'll take this one here, which is it's a bigger geode. So if I have a geode like that, now I think these two, the position of the bolt, it will be okay to hold it. But if you feel like you need to be more secure for a size like that, what I will do is I will move my my bolt to the next one. So I can go from here and I move it to the next one. That gives me a larger distance between the two bolts I have in the front. Same with the bottom one. I will just move it up here to be in line with the top one. And again, you set it up on the bottom portion. From the bottom, you set it up on the two bolts. You get the top, you lower it, and it doesn't matter how it's going to fit. You know, it just lined itself. And then you lock it in position. Look at the back. And you lock the front. Make sure it's tight. So once you tighten it, that thing is not going to go anywhere. It's pretty good and it's tight. And you can go ahead and saw it. Now you could see also, if I show it to you from here, you could see the top one, how it's at an angle coming down this way, because it will adjust itself to the shape of the rock. And this way you can clamp anything by doing this. If you get a larger one, then this one here, you could actually move these bolts also to the outside, and now you get a wider distance between the clamping bolts. Again, the same way, once this is done, you put it in your vise, and you're good to go from there. What's good about this vise is also, you could clamp, you know, most of the time we get some small rocks that it's very hard to clamp on the saw to cut the side that we need to cut. This is great for that too, because you can take any uneven rock and you can clamp it on this one here. Once you do that, again, you just go in and cut it. The way you're going to cut your geode, let's say you got your geode, you cut it in half. Now this is what it is. It comes up in half. Then you could actually, once you cut it, you could glue it on a piece of wood, something like that, using water glass. And I have another video that it will show you how to use the water glass and how you're going to glue it together. But once you have a flat, then you'll be able to glue it on a piece of wood, and then you can slice it to any shape you want. I mean, you can have, or you could leave it the same way as it is here, or you slice them. So it will be easy to do that once you finish. You could also, if you think you want to slice the whole thing, you can even start from here, slicing halfway, and then the other half you glue it and you on a piece of wood, and then you slice it there. So there's different ways of doing it, but this clamp, it's really good, and it works pretty good. It's very strong, and anything that you're going to clamp here, it's not going to move. Now, as I said, I did build only 12 of those. So if you need any, just let me know. Send me a text message, and I'm going to be first come, first serve, basically. And good luck. I hope you liked the video, and if you have any question, just give me a call or text me.